All right, everybody. So robots, right? Like we've all kind of got that picture in our heads, like
Mhm.
flying cars, robot maids, that whole Jetsons thing.
Oh, yeah.
But what if I told you the real robot revolution is already well underway and
Right.
maybe not where we'd expect?
Oh,
So
God.
today we're going to ditch the sci-fi. We're going deep, deep dive into the data to uncover where robots are really making their mark in 2024.
Yeah, and to help us navigate this, we're using insights from Statista Market Insights, which, as y'all know, are leaders in market and consumer data.
Absolutely the best.
Yeah.
So I got to be honest, when I think robots in the economy, I'm thinking, giant factory arms, welding car parts. Am I?
It's funny you say that, right?
Oh,
Because
yeah.
that's a pretty common assumption.
You're
But get ready for this. The medical field is actually crushing it,
really?
leading global industrial robot revenue in 2024
Wow.
at a hefty 27.3%.
47.3%. No, I was not expecting that. That's fascinating.
Yeah.
What is it about the medical field that's driving that kind of growth?
So I think it's a bunch of things coming together all at once, right? You think about the level of precision you need in surgery these days.
Yeah.
Robots can assist with those minimally invasive procedures, reducing errors, improving patient outcomes.
Right.
And then on top of that, you've got lab automation just exploding, robots doing everything from like processing samples
Oh, wow.
to drug discovery, just like accelerating the pace of research so much faster than we could before.
So it's like it's not even necessarily replacing like human skill and ingenuity.
Mhm.
It's more like taking it and amplifying it like way, way further than we could on our own.
Exactly, enhancing, yeah, for sure.
Enhanced instinct. Yeah, there we go.
And it's not even just like the really high-tech stuff. We're seeing robots entering elder care,
Really?
providing companionship,
Yeah.
helping with daily
Oh,
tasks, even monitoring for safety.
wow.
I mean, that raises a whole other set of questions, right, about the future of caregiving
Totally.
and how we think
And
about,
how we age, too.
yeah, how tech plays into all that. That's a whole other deep dive.
Absolutely. Huh.
But since we're talking about robots lending a helping hand, we got to talk about our little buddies, those robot vacuums.
Yeah, yeah.
They got to count for something in this whole robot takeover.
They're definitely in the mix. Domestic service robots are sitting pretty at 19.6% of that global revenue.
Wow, okay.
And it's more than vacuums. Think robot lawnmowers, smart homes that anticipate your needs.
Okay.
Maybe even like cooking and laundry, all automated.
All right, sign me up for that robot chef. I'm ready
Oh,
to
yeah.
just like fully embrace the robots doing all the work.
Exactly, exactly.
But so medical, domestic, they're clearly leading the charge. What about other industries? What else is out
Well,
there?
no, tons of variety. The entertainment industry is all over robotics.
Mm.
9.6% of the market share. We're talking animatronics and theme parks.
Oh yeah.
Robots doing like crazy camera work for movies
Oh really?
that humans just like physically can't do.
No kidding. That's so cool. Robots filming blockbusters.
It's wild. Yeah. I had no idea.
It's a whole world. Then there's, electronics manufacturing, which is huge, 6.9%. You need robots to assemble all the tiny components in phones and computers and everything else.
Right.
And logistics, which is actually bigger than you might think, 5.7%. We're talking about robots just zipping around these massive warehouses,
Oh, I bet.
sorting packing orders.
I bet those are cool to watch.
Super efficient. Imagine a warehouse the size of like 2 football fields, just robots, no people,
Yeah.
sorting packages. That's the scale we're talking about.
I mean, that's amazing.
Yeah,
I'd love to see that. Although, I mean, if I walked into that warehouse, I feel like I might be a little scared for my job.
right.
But speaking of like jobs,
Yeah.
we can't not talk about the automotive industry.
Yeah.
They've been using robots forever, right?
Since the beginning, yeah.
Yeah.
It's interesting. They come in at only 5.8%,
Oh, wow.
which to me says they were so early to adopt robots
Right.
that their growth now is just like steady.
Yeah. Yeah. It's not about new adoption necessarily. It's about like
Yeah.
maximizing what they got.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Okay, so we've covered a lot,
We have.
but there's this whole others category on this chart.
Right.
That's at like 9.6%, which is a pretty hefty chunk.
It's a lot.
Like what's hiding in this mysterious corner of the robot world?
Right. That's the big question.
Yeah.
It really just goes to show how much diversity and just like how fast innovation's happening in the field. We could be talking about robots exploring the ocean floor,
Oh, wow.
robots transforming agriculture. It's
Yeah.
like the possibilities are basically endless.
So, okay, anybody listening right now who's like thinking about their career, their investments, even just like their daily life,
Mm-hmm.
what does like all of this data tell us? Are we on the brink of some Wall-E future, or is this like just
Well,
the tip of the iceberg?
I think it's a little bit of both, honestly.
Okay.
Like the data definitely points to a future where robots are going to be creating just as many jobs as they might, quote unquote,
Right.
take away.
Right.
And maybe in industries we haven't even like dreamed up yet.
Yeah,
It's all about adapting and like kind of trying to stay one step ahead.
absolutely. Yeah. And I guess, I don't know, like the thing that really gets me is just how much is in that other category.
It's huge.
Like 110th almost of
Yeah.
global robot revenue is like, we don't even know.
Exactly. We're like, what is that? And I
Yeah.
think that's the thing to think about going forward, right? Like
Right.
in 5 years, is other still going to be the fastest growing segment, or will it be something completely new? You know,
Right. Right.
yeah, it's exciting, and also kind of makes you think, huh,
Yeah, a little bit.
it's wild.
It's a lot to process, but it's fascinating stuff for sure.
Totally.
Well, on that note, everyone, thanks for joining us for another deep dive.
Yeah, thanks for listening, everybody.